everyone, it's Matthew here at PAX East with SDGC, here with one of the men behind Absolver, Pierre. How are you doing today?
Good, thanks.
Awesome.
I'm not the man behind,
You're one of.
I'm one of the men and women behind Absolver.
You have a great team.
Yeah,
we've met so many of them here at the booth. So for those that don't know, will you please explain Absolver to them?
Sure, so Absolver is an online action game that's focusing on basically martial arts combat. So we wanted to make a game that was accessible, but that was deep enough for competitive PvP. And so there are, as we'll see, there's a variety of layers to the game that give that depth to it. Our intention was to create something that transcribed the beauty, but also the depth of martial arts combat.
Yeah.
But we didn't want to make just a game that was about fighting. What we joke is we want to make a combat game that's about making friends. And so in the game, you explore. It's not just about beating them. You explore a small open world, which is basically a dozen interconnected zones. And as you move between these zones, you're seamlessly matchmaked with other players all the time.
Oh, nice.
And so you're going to meet players, build relationships with them.
So a little like Journey? How you just dropped in the game?
Yeah, exactly. It's totally transparent.
Wow.
And you just meet new people. And you can make friends, enemies. You can eventually you'll trade stuff. You can ask somebody to become your mentor, and so that they teach you their combat style and their attacks, stuff like that. And from the game world, so that's where the narrative will take place. That's where you'll meet other players, and from there you can jump into specific PvP game modes.
That's awesome.
So in this demo here, we're gonna go. Oh, we're actually halfway through the demo. Okay.
The demo that our good man Matty G is playing.
So we're gonna go through a single-player tutorial. After which we're gonna jump in one of these zones of the main map, and we'll be matchmaked with all the players here, and we'll see what happens.
That's awesome. So what is your role in the company?
So on the project, most of what I do is currently focusing on narrative, on like music, cinematics. We've defined the high-level intentions, and so that's what I work on. And my partner Jordan, whom you met, he really focuses on the gameplay systems.
I mean, I've been following this game for a long time now, and I don't know if you can see this, but your booth is so well done, and it's a massive booth for PAX.
Thank you.
And I love that Devolver is giving you guys the love you deserve, because this game is phenomenal.
Yeah, we really appreciate working with them. They're a great team. They're great people, and they really push the game. So we're really happy to be working with them.
Cool. I mean, and do we have a date yet? Or are we still I know the beta's coming.
We actually were running a closed alpha last week, but that was really under wraps.
Right.
But the game is coming this year.
That's fantastic.
By the end of the summer, probably.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. That's a SDGC exclusive.
But no precise date, though.
Awesome. So, I mean, is this going to be one of those things where are you going to be treating it as a games as a service? Like when the game comes out, is there going to be adding things to it?
For sure, we certainly intend to. I mean, we're a small team.
Right.
There's a
small, awesome team.
Thank you. But it's we're 20-ish, and that's pretty much the bare minimum you need to build, an online combat game with a pretty deep real-time combat system.
Super ambitious.
We've been online since day one, so all our design, all our technical infrastructure supports online to make sure that combat is as fair as possible, and also making all these different environments which are all pretty much handcrafted.
Right.
And the
betas will help you just stress test.
By the launch, there'll be a number of things which we would like to put in the game, but we won't have just time to put everything in them. So we certainly plan on continuing to add content, new attacks.
That's fantastic. Yeah, this game, it's the feeling of the one-on-one combat.
Yeah, it feels good. And basically, what we're going to see in a bit is the main idea behind combat is that we have a stances system, so you can choose between 4 different stances, and depending on these stances, you've got different attacks, which you can edit in what we call the combat deck. And so basically, there's that interface where you really build your own tactics to then create your combos in real time.
Yep.
So you really create your play style and then practice it against other players.
Well, I had a chance to play it at PSX.
Yeah.
What's like changed and from then until now?
We've implemented the beginning of some social features like the emote wheel to communicate with other players. The attack learning system, I don't think it was there when we... So basically the idea is when you fight either an NPC or a player, and you hit me with an attack I don't know, progressively I'm gonna learn it.
Oh, that's cool.
And if I parry it, I'm gonna learn it a bit faster.
That's
and
amazing.
if I come up to you in the world and I say, hey dude, will you be my mentor? You can actually teach me really fast the attacks that you know and that I don't.
See, I love that because for someone that might be mediocre at games, like Matt over here, it gives you an incentive to keep playing. Because even if you lose, you're making progress towards your next ability.
Very much so.
That's genius.
So if you enter your combat deck, which is the third button here, if you press X, you're gonna see that holding R2 and moving the right stick changes your stance. All right, with the right stick. And if you press X in front right, for instance, like front right.
There you go.
X,
oh, that's cool.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
You've got a sequence of up to 3 attacks. Every attack starts in one stance, finishes in one stance. So this sequence here loops on itself, but if you change cross punch and replace it by another attack, it'll send you to a different
what you're
stance.
saying, like, there's so much depth to this.
Yeah.
No one will probably have the same, just combos.
That's the idea.
That's awesome.
That's the
well,
idea.
I mean, I know you guys are insanely busy. The line for this booth wraps around the entire thing, which should just be a testament to how good it is. So we don't want to take up too much of your time. Why don't you tell people how they can follow you on social media?
Well, you can follow, the studio's name is Sloclap, S-L-O-C-L-A-P. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and you'll see all relevant news. And we'll probably if you follow us, we'll probably do a shout out pretty soon for the closed beta, so keep posted for more news.
Okay, and we like to end on a random question just to mix it up a bit.
Okay.
Because I'm sure you've talked about the game so much.
I have.
So let's make, so if you had to choose, gun to your head, what's better, cake or pie?
Cake or pie?
I know.
I'd say pie. Yeah.
Yeah. This cameraman's a cake guy. It's terrible.
I'd say pie.
Awesome. And then finally, when you make sandwiches, when you make a sandwich, do you cut it horizontally or diagonally?
Diagonally.
You're 2 for 2, man.
For sure.
This is why your game's going to be great.
Yeah. We've got taste.
You do. You're inherently good people.
Okay.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks
Appreciate
very much
it.
for dropping by.
Cannot wait. Oh my God.
Glad you like
Absolver. Check it out.